In this video, I want to show you how to clean and oil a motorcycle chain. In this tutorial, I'm using some paper towels, some mineral spirits, a paintbrush, some heavyweight gear oil, some newspapers. Optional but very helpful is a wheel stand. This isn't required, but what I do is put the bike up on a wheel stand first. I get a paper towel and heavily soak it in mineral spirits. What I do is just put the paper towel directly beneath the chain, wrap it around it so it's contacting in at least 3 sides. Then I just slowly start rotating the wheel. You don't want to get your hands anywhere near right here where the chain meets the sprocket. I'm just going to apply very light pressure while I spin it. I'm going to rotate the paper towel to a clean spot. I'm going to rotate again. This time I'm going to go from the top. Then I'm just going to pinch the top and bottom to get right here in the rollers. And that's typically all I do to clean it. That gets most of the residue off. Next step, I'm going to put a paper towel or newspaper directly underneath the chain. This is to catch any drips of oil. Now I'm going to get the paintbrush and put a bead of the oil on the very end of it like this. You want to go fairly heavy, but not so heavy that it runs off. So once I have it like that, I'm just going to do right here and coat it into the chain. Try not to let it drip off and try not to touch the tire right behind it. So I'm just going to paint it on, make sure it gets into the rollers. Once you do a section, rotate it and do another section. If you don't have access to a wheel stand to spin the wheel after oiling a section of the chain, you can just put one hand on the other side of the seat, keep the kickstand right here, make sure it's in neutral, and just pull up. You might need to wedge your leg right here against the side of it so it doesn't rotate on you. But if you pull up, this will lift the rear wheel off the ground and you'll be able to spin it just like this. It's fairly easy. Just make sure you don't put strain on your back when you're doing this. Once I've gone all the way around the chain, what I like to do is go at the end here. Since I applied it to the top, I need to get the other side. So I just put the paintbrush right here and just spin the wheel. This will distribute the oil that I've already painted on. To get the back side of the chain, this is just for rust prevention. I do the same thing. I just keep the paintbrush contacting against it while I spin it. Once I've completely coated the chain, I like to spin the wheel about 6 times or so. This is just to distribute the oil a little better. Next, I'm going to take a paper towel, fold it up, and put it around the chain like this. Very light pressure. I'm barely just touching it. Then I'm going to slowly rotate the wheel. This is just to get all the excess oil off. Now there should be a light layer of oil around the entire chain, but not so heavy that it'll collect dirt. Next step, I'm going to take the motorcycle off the stand. And that's pretty much all there is to it. After a week or so, there might be a buildup of the oil up here. I just wipe it off and you're good to go. And then after every few weeks, I just wipe this off, any light layer of dust that might have built up. Then all you need to do is repeat this process about every 500 miles. Using this technique, I have about 12,000 miles on this chain and I have no measurable wear on it when I measure in between the rollers. So this is a very good technique that I've found. It's also very cheap and it doesn't require any fancy chain oils or waxes. Thanks for watching.